It is a dreary, cloudy day in January, but there is one bright spot in my day. I'll show you. It's Biscuitville. Look. And see, we can see here's the drive-through. Like if I was actually working, you would pull up here and you would talk to me over there where the menu is. This is what the outside of the building looks like. There's the sign right there. And I came at a good time. It's about 10 till 1, and there are not many people here, so I figured it would be a good time to stop by. Plus I was kind of in the area. So you can see they have the little pictures on the windows of the different things that they sell. Now I'm going to go in here, and these people are probably not going to like me doing this, but I'm not going to keep recording while I order, because I'm going to actually order several things and it will be a pain in the butt, but I want to show you some stuff. Okay, right down there at the bathrooms, you can see they have pictures up on the walls. And these are local things, and these are older pictures, like the High Point Theater, and they're not all old, but some of them are older pictures. That's in Thomasville, I think. No, that might be High Point. No, Thomasville has the big chair. And then they have the Market Square. Anyway, this is the little hallway where you go down to the restroom, and then here's the dining area. They've recently redone all this. It looks a lot better now. See, they have the flavor of local, the country ham from Wilkesboro, sausage from Kodak, Tennessee, pulled pork from Greensboro, which is very good. Their barbecue is very good. Catfish from Aden, North Carolina, flour from Henderson, North Carolina, cornmeal from Newton, pimento cheese, kakalaki sauce, eggs from Western North Carolina and Southwest Virginia, coffee from Concord, and pickles from Mount Olive. And it just looks nice. But see here, you can see where they make the biscuits right here. And they have this big open area. And there's the Pepsi, which is my favorite soda in the world, is their Pepsi. And here is the menu where you order. And it's lunchtime, so you can actually order more than biscuits. I'm going to order now, but what we're going to do, I'm sorry I look so bad. No. I'm going to order now, and then I'm going to take everything home, and I'm going to show you what I got. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so we're back home now. We're back in my place, and we have a selection of several things here. This is more than I would normally get, but I wanted to show you some of the different things that they have. In here, in this container right here, this is sweet potato casserole, and I will open that in a minute. And I borrowed some of my son's fries. Now, when they talk about fries at Biscuitville, they're actually like, I know in this area they call them potato wedges. So it's a thick cut of potato, and it still has the skin on it. Now sometimes in the container they will be bigger than this, or they can even be smaller, like they can be little. So if you order fries at Biscuitville, that's what you get. If you order hash browns, you get this. It comes in a little container, a little paper. You can see it's kind of thin, and it's about that size. And it's just fried potato hash browns. And I also got some fried okra, which the combo that I got was the sandwich and the hash browns and my drink here. The sweet potato casserole and the fried okra were separate. The fried okra comes in a container like this. I think they call this a car cup because it's, it's about the size of a regular drink, and it fits in a car's cup holder. So you can just stick it in the cup holder and eat, and snack. But it's fried okra. Now it's whole pieces of okra, and they are breaded and they're fried in their different sizes. So this is the fried okra, and you can see, I'm actually out making a confession. I ate a couple of these on the way home. Okay, now they have several different options for biscuits. Oh, they also have a dipping sauce for the okra. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's ranch dressing, maybe with some other stuff in it. I don't normally use it, but I'll try. And this is Pepsi. The only time I ever drink regular Pepsi is when I go to Biscuitville, because they have, for whatever reason, their Pepsi is the best that I've ever tried. I don't normally like regular Pepsi. But one time, a long time ago, I went there, and the soda fountain was out of basically everything, and about all they had was Pepsi. So I said, okay, fine, I'll get some. Their tea is good too, but I tried the Pepsi and I was just hooked. It was so good. It's perfect. It's not too sweet. It's not too carbonated. It is absolutely, their blend in the fountain is absolutely perfect. So I call it cracksy because it is just so good. It's like crack. Okay. Now the biscuit that I got, there are different kinds of biscuits. This is my favorite, so that's what I got. It is, oops, gotta move the paper. It is a fried chicken biscuit. You can see here that the fried chicken is actually bigger than the biscuit itself. Here's the biscuit. And I love Biscuitville's biscuits because they are not greasy. A lot of fast food places that have biscuits, they're really greasy and they fall apart. Biscuitville's biscuits don't do that. Now, I know there's been some discussion about what is a biscuit. Well, for starters, it's a piece of bread. It is not sweet like a scone, but I would say that the texture of the biscuit is about the same as a scone. Because I remember the first time I tried a scone, I said, oh my God, it's nothing but a sweet biscuit. So it's not sweet. It's just regular bread. It has salt in it. Not a lot, but a little bit. And the fried chicken is in there, and it's a big piece. So let's try some of our food. First, we're going to look at the sweet potato casserole. Oh, it's still warm. Here it is. Oh, it smells so good. Oh my gosh, that smells delicious. Sweet potato casserole, and there is brown sugar. This is part of the top, and then they also have some pecans in there. Not many, but there are a few pecans. Oh my God, it is so good. My kids don't like this stuff, so I'm not gonna be able to eat it all, but I'll stick it in the refrigerator for later. It's absolutely wonderful. Okay, so I'm gonna eat a fry. See a little fry. They are salted, and it's just basically thick cut potatoes that have been deep fried. I think they have some seasoning on them, like maybe some seasoned salt, but no breading. And they're really good. You see the inside of potato here. It's kind of white and fluffy. And like I said, the skin is still on it. It's just fantastic. Now let's look at the hash brown. I keep it in the paper because it's kind of greasy. And if you hold it with the paper, it keeps your fingers from getting greasy. But it's deep fried, hash brown potatoes. You can see it's kind of white in the inside. Oh my gosh, I wish you could try this. It's seasoned perfectly. And I'm going to open this dipping sauce here. I think it's basically just ranch dressing. So then you have the fried okra, and it has this breading on the outside, and then the whole piece of okra is in there. Normally I just eat it the way it is, but we'll try the dipping sauce. See? No, it's nothing but ranch dressing, really. Now you can see the piece of okra in there, that green part. My kids don't like this either, so it's all mine. But again, I'm not going to be able to eat all this up, but I can save the leftover okra and this, and I'll have this with my dinner tonight. It's good. And now for this. It's the best meal right here. You can go to an expensive restaurant if you want to, but if you're looking for just good, tasty, basic food, you cannot beat Biscuitville. Thing is, though, they're only open until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Just breakfast and lunch, that's it. So it'll be a treat to have some Biscuitville for dinner. Okay, so we have it's a seasoned breaded chicken breast that's been fried. And you can see, you might be able to see the pepper in it. The little black specks in there, that's the pepper. So I'm gonna try this. The first bite is usually just chicken because it sticks out so far. Oh, that's it. We'll see the inside of the chicken there. Got a little bit of bread, not much. That's so good. I'll tell you though, I almost never eat at Biscuitville anymore. I'm gonna try frying this. Why not? Tastes like a baked potato. Okay. Yeah, I almost never eat there anymore because I was on an antidepressant for about 1.5 years before my husband and I separated. I'm not ashamed to admit that. Not at all. It helped me. You know, I was seeing a therapist and taking the antidepressant, and it really helped me through a really rough time. The only problem was I gained about 25 pounds on this medication. And, you know, I did everything I could to not gain weight. I quit eating stuff like this completely. I worked out more. I was very careful about what I ate for the most part. And I was still packing on weight, like I was sitting around eating donuts all day long. So finally, I weaned myself off of it, and I have lost pretty much all of it. But, you know, I'm almost into my mid-40s, and you know, if you've reached that age, you know that you have to be more careful about your diet and exercise because you do gain weight faster as you get older. You just have to be careful. So anyway, this is actually the first food I've had from Biscuitville probably since early summer. I'll say probably about June. So 6 months. And don't get me wrong, I love it. It's wonderful. But I knew I had gained quite a bit of weight. So I wanted to be careful about that. But once I went off that medication, I've been off it now for about 3 months. Completely off of it. The weight just started dropping off, and I didn't even really do anything much different. I mean, I still, you know, go work out at least 3 times a week, and except for today, I'm pretty careful about what I eat. I don't eat a lot of junk food and stuff like that. And it just all kind of fell off really fast. So I was happy about that. I'm not sorry I took the medication. I'm really not, because it helped me when I needed it. I really did need help at that time. So, you know, I'm not sorry that I took it. I didn't really care for the side effect of all that weight, though. So, but now I'm in a much better place, literally and figuratively, and I don't feel that I need it anymore. I think a lot of times people take antidepressant medication when the problem may not be with them. It may be with something in their life. It may be that it's just their life that's causing them to feel the way they do. And that's the way it was with me. I mean, I was pretty sure that it was my life that was causing me to have such a problem with just almost crippling depression and anxiety. I was pretty sure it was my life, and I was right. Because once I got away from there, I didn't need it anymore. So I gradually weaned off of it, and I'm okay. That's good. It's starting to get a little cold. I'm going to put that away, though. I'm going to have some more later. And the biscuits from there, I will say, the fact that they're not so greasy, you can wrap this up and stick it in the refrigerator and reheat it later, and it still tastes good. I mean, it's, it's always better fresh, but it's still not bad later on when you reheat it. I'm not going to be able to eat all this. I'm really not, but that's okay. I can save every bit of this and have it later for dinner. My kids are being quiet right now because I brought them Biscuitville too. My younger son was with me. He got to pick what he got. And they're in the kitchen right now, chowing down. They love Biscuitville too. Again, this is the fried okra with, I think this tastes like it may actually only be ranch dressing. Maybe with a little extra something, I'm not sure what. With some sort of seasoning. It's very good. A little rich though. Actually, I kind of prefer it plain because I love okra. But this stuff kind of covers up the taste of it, and it's like, this is all you taste. So I probably won't use any more of that. And the hash browns are good, but you really have to reheat them in like a little toaster oven or something to keep that crunchiness to it. I'm actually going to save that to, goodness. It's been a really kind of a busy morning. Had a weird thing happen to me. I got up this morning and my younger son has been needing a haircut for about 2 weeks, and Christmas came along and it just didn't happen. So this morning he was complaining that he couldn't see because his hair was down in his eyes. He looked like a little sheepdog. So I said, okay, we both could stand to have a haircut. Let's see what we can do. So I called this place, and there's a place that we all get our hair cut. I don't go to a fancy salon or anything. I used to, but then I found this lady. Her name is Clarissa, and she's wonderful. And she, there's a kind of a chain place where you can get your hair cut, and it's relatively cheap compared to a lot of places. And I take the kids there, and one day, it's kind of hit and miss though. I mean, if you're very particular about your hair, if you just go in and take whoever's available, they may do a good job, they may not. I have had bad haircuts for my boys there, but they will fix it for free. If you're not happy with it, you can go back within, I think it's 3 days or something, and they will fix it for you for free if you don't like it, which is pretty cool. But one day I took somebody in, one of the two, to get their hair cut, and I kind of needed a trim, and I thought, well, what the heck, I'll just take a chance. All I want is a little trim. How bad can they mess that up? Well, yeah, I know it's possible they could have messed it up, but I got my hair cut while I was there. And this lady, Clarissa, oh my God, she did a fantastic job on my hair. I loved it. So, Clarissa's been cutting my hair now for almost 2 years. Love her to death, but not for the reason you may think. I mean, I love her because she does a great job on my hair. She really does. I used to go to this other lady, which I also liked her a lot, but she charged $40 for a haircut, which I realize for a lot of people that's not a lot of money, but I don't like paying $40 to get my hair cut when Clarissa can do it for $14. I like her because she hardly ever talks. And it's silly, but one thing I cannot stand is having to make small talk while somebody's cutting my hair. You know, I really just want to sit there and not talk. Clarissa doesn't really talk. Clarissa has zero personality. I mean, she has no personality at all. I don't think I've ever seen her smile. She doesn't really talk a lot. Although today she was a little more chatty than normal. I'm not really sure why. But anyway, I wanted to call to see when she would be working again. I was definitely going to get my son's hair cut, but I thought, while I'm thinking about it, let me call and see when Clarissa's working again so I'll know when to go get my hair cut. So I called the place, and Clarissa answered the phone, and it caught me off guard. And I just kind of went, this is Mary. Clarissa? Is Clarissa? Oh, you're Clarissa. Oh. And she's on the other end going, may I help you, ma'am? I said, I was just calling to see if you were working today. And she goes, yes, ma'am, we're open today. And I said, no. I want to know if you were working because I love the way you cut my hair. And she just goes, oh, okay. I'll be here till 3. Thank you. And then she just hung up. But that's her. That is the way she does. It's like talking to a vending machine. You will not get much of a response out of her for any reason. I mean, you could probably, I don't know, you could go in there with a flock of peacocks and she would not even raise an eyebrow. She just reacts to nothing. If they're ever held up in a robbery, I hope she's working because she'll straighten that out. And it won't even raise her blood pressure to do it, probably. So anyway, once I knew she was working, I took my younger son and we went and got our hair cut. And then I went to Goodwill and got a few things. Nothing great. I did get a new keyboard though. I got a new keyboard for a video. It's an older keyboard. It's only $1. It's awesome. I may try it later. I may do a bitchy role play for Biscuitville, or I may have the person work at some other place. It's just so good. It's big. I can't eat anymore. But I got all this. And 2 complete meals for my kids for $17. That's wonderful. So I had Clarissa cut my hair. And she was a little bit more animated today than she normally is. She almost cracked a smile. I almost fainted. I thought for a second there she was actually going to smile. She didn't. She almost did. I think I saw a tooth. She almost widened her lips enough to see a tooth. I love it because I go in. I sit down. I tell her what I want. And she'll ask any questions she may have. Usually she doesn't have any questions. She's like a haircutting savant. And so, you know, she starts cutting. And when she's done, I'm always very pleased with the way she does my hair. So I got about 2 inches cut off. I actually haven't gotten my hair cut in about 2 months. So we did that. Went to Goodwill and Walmart. And then we went to Biscuitville to get this lovely food. Now what I have left, I'm going to put away. I'm going to wrap up this, and this, and I'm going to wrap them up, and then I can have them later on for dinner. But for now, I am going to work on putting some stuff on eBay, and then maybe later on we'll do a couple videos if I get a chance. My kids and I are going to watch a couple movies probably. It's a rainy, messy day, and so I don't know, but I'll try. I'll have to go to bed at a decent hour tonight though, because tomorrow I have to go back to work. I am off today, which was great, but tomorrow I'm back to work. So anyway, I wanted to show you guys some of the things from Biscuitville, and I hope you enjoyed it. The plate is mine, obviously. That didn't come from there. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye-bye.